Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Four-time Tony Award winner Terrence McNally is back on Broadway with his comedy It's Only a Play. Under the direction of Jack O'Brien, it features a starry cast: Nathan Lane, Matthew Broderick, Stockard Channing, Megan Mullally, F. Murray Abraham, and making their Broadway debuts, Rupert Grint and Micah Stock. And I'm here on opening night to celebrate with the company.
We talked about, you going? I'm saying goodbye to someone. You going? Oh, great. Well, I'm going to remember this at your premiere. Way to show up at your premiere and just wave. Yeah, you were great in that kind of very bored, passive, aggressive. Yeah, I've seen better way.
See, it's opening night.
It's opening night. This is what they put you through.
Jack put together this ensemble of star actors who normally carry a show by themselves. What was rehearsals like working with Jack?
Well, you've been to the rodeo, haven't you?
Yes, I've been to the rodeo.
It was, look, everyone showed up to work and I think, everyone knew what they were getting into, that it's about, it has to, if it's going to work at all, it has to be a flawless ensemble, a teamwork. So everyone showed up to do that. And so no, there was no divas or everyone was, everyone just, they're all these people are also, with the exception of Rupert, who's kind of new to this, they're all theater veterans and they're all, work a lot in the theater. So it's, it was.
To have two Broadway debuts in this company between Micah and Rupert.
Yeah, Micah, so talented, Micah Stock, going to be a big star. And Rupert, is adorable. He's just the sweetest kid, and he would try anything. He was great.
When you took your bow tonight, do you remember what was going through your mind?
I said, "Oh, I'm glad this is over. I'm glad this is over." It was, well, you saw it earlier in the week, or yeah. Well, tonight it was like it was one of those opening night crowds.
Oh yeah.
There was a little sedentary at first. Here we go. Okay. And then suddenly they slowly came to life.
Yeah. Well, it is opening night. How do you feel tonight?
Relieved. Leftover. I'm looking for another job. It's like there's nothing more useless than a director on the opening night, because it's like, it's over, baby, and it's you and the audience and them, and I hope you like it.
We talked very early on in the rehearsal process that day at Bar Centrale. What was it like putting this whole show together with your friend Terrence and with this cast?
Well, the obvious answer is that it's a lifetime dream. We in America don't do this very often. These people don't show up. 7 of them in one room. They're all used to pulling the sledge by themselves. Yeah. So to make that into an ensemble is a dream come true. It's also herding cats, if you know what I mean, because they're all spectacular, and they're all funny, and they all are going over here, and so you have to be patient, and you have to love them, but they knew that. I did love them, and I love the play, and I think it's got something to say. I think it's a funny play, there's no question about it. You get your money's worth, but you really get your money's worth, but at the same time, it's sort of where we are right now, and who we are right now, and the industry, what's happened to it. Terrence, in the last 20 years, has had a much more passionately view of what's going on, and has seen changes, and he's saying, well, wait a minute, what about that and that and that and that? And it's still funny. Yeah. Actually, it's even funnier.
Yeah. Well, now it's over. It's opening night. How do you feel tonight, Terrence?
Wonderful. Tired, wonderful, happy, elated. All good things, but a little tired, too. I'll sleep well tonight, I think.
Oh, I think you'll sleep well tonight. How was the show tonight, watching it?
Wonderful performance. It was a little surreal because it's a play about an opening night. To have it performed on an opening night. But the audience was great, and the cast just gave a great performance. So that was thrilling.
And coming on stage with them at the end, what that meant to you, being up there with Jack?
That was wonderful. I really think one of the traditions of the theater that has not been respected in the past couple of decades is playwrights bowing and director. and I'm all for bringing it back. And this is not the first time I've bowed on an opening, and I think it's important, and I hope encourage more people to do it. We're not invisible, and I love these people, and I'm a ham too, I guess.
I like
And I could see my best friend in the second row. I didn't even know he was there, because I didn't see him before the show. You think, oh, did their plane not make it? They came from L.A., but they got there.
Oh, I love that you could see them from the stage.
Well, when I bowed, yeah. But during the play, where the hell are they?
Exactly.
Did they not get here? So.
What a perfect ensemble you have put together. This is a dream cast.
Well, it's a dream cast, and it's also the first time we offered the play to 7 actors, and all 7 said yes. I'm so used to sometimes their second, third, or fourth choice, who may be wonderful in the part, but they weren't your first choice. This time, all 7, there were no auditions. I mean, you want to do it? Yes. You want to do it? Yes. Got 7 yeses, so that was nice.
And working with your dear friend Jack O'Brien, what that has meant to you?
Well, he's a wonderful collaborator. He loves theater. He thinks theater is important the way I do, and we really want Broadway to matter and be important. It's one of the things the play talks about, and I don't want it to be all revivals either.
Oh, me too, and this is where we all live. That is so great. Your insight into what has happened over the past 20 years or so is so wonderful, what you write about.
Well, thank you. There's a lot to write about, a lot to get off my chest, and a lot of serious stuff in the play, which I deal with humorously, a lot of it. But that doesn't mean I don't mean it any the less seriously.
How do you feel tonight?
Good. I had a fun night. Good show. Thank you.
You were hilarious in this show. I was there 3 nights ago. I told Terrence and Jack, I've been going to the theater since I've been 11 years old. This is one of the best nights I have spent in the theater. I thank all of you for that. Really, this was so great. What was it like working with this group of actors, putting this whole show together?
Well, it was great. I mean, from the first, we did a reading in Terrence's apartment, and all laughed, for some reason, I always think of Stockard, who seemed to start at their first read-through. She was completely finished performance, I thought, and then it even gets better, but still, she just seemed to fit into it so easily, and to watch Rupert develop and Micah and F. Murray, I admire all of them so much, honestly.
And working with your friend Nathan again, what it's like?
I left him out, not because I was going through them, but no, he's the greatest, and it's always great to watch him, and this has been no exception.
And then there's Jack O'Brien at the helm. What was it like working with Jack?
Great. He's really funny and really smart, and very attentive, and sticks with you forever, and he's great. I think he's great.
He's one of those directors who loves the theater. He loves everything about the theater lore, how it's all put together.
Yes.
And talk about Terrence working on this play and having Terrence in the room, what that was like.
Well, Terrence, he's really put himself out there, and I'm kind of playing him, so I was, particularly aware of his what he had at stake. He was extremely helpful. Lots of emails, lots of details that he told me.
It is opening night. How do you feel tonight?
I feel good. I feel great. I'm glad we're here.
What has it been like working on this? Because you and I spoke very early on that day up at Bar Centrale at Joe Allen. Jack had just assembled everybody in the rehearsal room and all. What was it like putting the show together?
It was like every show. It's hard because you have to trim it and shape it and rehearse and learn it. Every show you do is like that. And this was particularly interesting because we are talking about living people as we're doing it, but we also, the goal is to find the play underneath all this hilarity and all these jokes. And that's what I think our goal has been, and hopefully we've achieved it.
Oh, you have.
Okay.
What do you love about her? Your comic timing is perfect. What do you love about her?
I love her. She's just so desperate desperate, and she starts out so fabulous and strong, thinking that's all her problems are solved, and by the end she's just in the mud, wild-eyed, and justifiably so, I think.
And you're working with this perfect ensemble of actors, and you have two boys making their Broadway debut. What that means being up there with this wonderful group.
Well, everybody fits in together. We really, we've meshed. You know, we have from the beginning. We work well together, and everybody's different. That's what's, it's like a band. We're all playing different instruments. Our voices sounded different, our timings are different. And I think that's important because that variety really makes a difference in this piece, because all you've got is us up there talking and going crazy or whatever. So you have, a piccolo and you have a bassoon and you have all this other stuff.
And working with your friend Jack O'Brien.
Yeah, who I love many years, and I love working with. And Terrence, who I've known for a million years.
So when you took your bow tonight, do you remember what you were thinking?
It's over.
It's so amazing. It's so exciting to be a part of this, and I've loved the whole process from previews and rehearsals. It's just, I'm in the best company, and I just feel very lucky and honoured to be a part of it.
What was today like for you leading up to your debut tonight? What did you do today?
Yeah, I mean, it was quite. I mean, I didn't know what to expect because, I mean, obviously, I've done one West End show before this, and this is just such a much bigger event. It just feels like there's so much kind of excitement, and yeah, it's incredible. I'm really trying to make the most of it and just enjoy the night.
And working with this cast, what that's been like for you?
Incredible. I've learned so much. I think it's been a real education working on this, and they're just geniuses, and it's just so. I mean, I almost don't feel worthy to be on the stage with them because they're just incredible people, and so nice to work with as well. Just the best.
And what you love about this role in Terrence's play?
Yeah, no, I love this this character. Is something I've never ever even attempted to play before, and very over the top and bold and just ridiculous, and I'm enjoying it. It's fun.
When you took your bow tonight, what do you remember? What were you thinking?
Oh, nothing. I can't even remember now. It was, yeah, it's a special moment for all of us. I think this is. We've had so much fun working this play, and it's such a great play. So, yeah, it's an exciting day.
I'm feeling a lot of things. I'm feeling grateful and excited and terrified, but mostly excited. Yeah.
Is it all surreal, this whole experience for you with working on this show with this cast?
It's been surreal from day one, and it continues to be surreal. This moment is completely surreal. The surreality is overarching, but it's also a blast.
What did you do today leading up to tonight? What was your day like today?
I sort of paced around my apartment. I didn't think I was going to be as nervous as I ended up being. I talked to my cat a fair amount. I cooked myself breakfast. I just tried to stay busy and do very normal things like wash the dishes and answer emails and look at stupid stuff on the internet. Sure. Yeah.
You got to keep your mind clear.
Yeah. I just wanted to, we've had a great long preview period, and the show has really gotten very deep and exciting, and so I just wanted to trust the work that we've done and treat this day the way I would any other day.
Well, the work you have done, everybody else, is perfect. Absolutely perfect. It is so on. What do you love about this crazy role that Terrence has written for you?
Oh, he's so pure. He's so lovable, and he loves everybody, and he sees butterflies coming out of everyone's mouth, and he never judges. So unlike many of show business people do, he doesn't judge, and I think that's why he reminds the group of people that he's with that there's something more pure and beautiful about what it is that we do.
Okay, working with this cast and your director, what's it like?
I have been a sponge from day one. I just said, Micah, shut up and listen to everything they say, and I do that even now. Yeah.
That's the best way to learn.
Yeah.
Okay, when you took your bow tonight, do you remember what you were thinking? Broadway debut, full house, full of stars?
Well, tonight, I mean, it's usually very exciting and wonderful. Tonight I was thinking, when do I give Megan her flowers? I don't want to ruin that. So that's really a banal kind of thing, but that's what I was thinking.
But how do you feel tonight?
I'm glad to be here. There's nothing that an actor wants more than what we are experiencing tonight, which is a great pleasure of success. People laughing and enjoying themselves. Considering the whole miserable world we live in, this is important.
You have a wonderful personal history with Terrence McNally, what it means to you. Give me your history with Terrence.
Terrence McNally is the absolute foundation of my success in the theater. It's as simple as that. We've known each other and worked together for over 40 years, and happily. What can I tell you? It's a good fortune for me.
And to take on this role, what you love about him. These roles are also beautifully written for all of you. What you love about him.
Terrence writes for actors, and he writes for audiences. And if you want to have a good time, come to our show. I mean it, sincerely. You won't be disappointed.
Now let's talk about the rehearsal process. You and I spoke very early on upstairs at Bar Centrale. You have Jack O'Brien at the helm. You are all stars coming together, working as an ensemble. Talk about that whole process of rehearsal and what it was like for all of you.
The thing about Jack O'Brien and Terrence is that they are both actor-oriented, and they know that the core of the success is in the hands of the actors, and they trust them, and they also guide them, and they nursed me through a hard time, and I must tell you, it was not easy. I was losing my cousin who was dying, who was like a brother, and they stayed with me and stayed with me, and it finally succeeded.
You are so wonderful to watch up there.
Thanks.
To do what you do. What is it like listening to the audience? It's a perfect tennis match. The night I was there, the audience was like that other character. What's it like for you? I mean, everybody just laughs nonstop in that house.
It's what the theater is. It's really what the audience... The thing about the theater is that they are alive and they're present and they're another character in your lives. And it's the best thing in the world.
It's a perfect tennis match up there with all of you. You're having the best time working together, aren't you?
Yes. It's just what makes me live.
When you took your bow tonight, opening night, do you remember what you were thinking?
I'm glad to be here. I'll tell you this. I thought when I took my bow, I thought I'm exactly where I should be.
You know, opening night for this play is really interesting because the entire play is about an opening night on Broadway, so it's a little surrealistic. But yes, we've been having a blast.
What do you love about this play?
Well, you know, it's very funny, and audiences seem to have been really cottoning to it, which is all you could ask for, right? But I think at the end of the day, there's also something really poignant about it, because it's about all of the things that can be stressful or absurd about what we do, but then it's also about how beautiful it is, and how as much as you might get slapped down, you get back up and try again, just because you want to try to create something for an audience that is of value in whatever way. So I think it has a really a very poignant message.
Talk about this cast you're working with and your friend Jack O'Brien.
Oh, I love Jack O'Brien. He's the greatest. I got to work with Jack O'Brien at Carnegie Hall. We did Guys and Dolls with Nathan Lane, and that's kind of how all this came about, because we had just done that back in April, and then they asked me to join this cast, and I was thrilled. And I worked with Matthew Broderick 20 years ago in How to Succeed on Broadway. So, yeah, it was really great to be able to work with both of them again, and Jack, of course.
My final question is, when you took your bow tonight, opening night, back on Broadway again, do you remember what you were thinking?
You know, just grateful to have a job and to be in a show that seems to be successfully entertaining the audiences so far. You can't really ask for much more than that.